really love someone. No, you can. You can do your best. You can try your best. But we are not perfect. And that's why when we have the Holy Ghost, it fixes that. It straightens it out. It helps our conscience to do the right thing and then to give us the information to do the right thing in the world. The next gift that we have is imagination. And kids love this. Man, they have great, great imagination. And this is the ability to envision something entirely different from our past experience. That is so awesome because, to be honest, some of us don't have a great past. I could even go to say that probably none of us have a perfect past. There's damage that has been done in our past. But we can imagine, with our imagination, we can say, no, my life's going to be good. Even if your experience, but man, my experiences were bad. That doesn't matter. You can use that imagination to override those experiences. 2 Corinthians 10:5. We demolish arguments and every pretensions that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. So no matter what we do or what happens to us, we can change it. We change it with our words. Words are very, very powerful. Your life can be terrible just in a bad situation, in tribulations and a trial, and you can be happy about it. You can, even if it doesn't feel, and you just say to yourself, you know what, I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. Because just like the thing with what comes first, the chicken or the egg, you know, what comes first, the word or the feeling? You start saying, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. Guess what? The feeling's going to start coming over. It's going to override. You know, we see these superhero things and we say, man, I want that power to fly to stuff. We got a power with our words. We can change our whole life. Yes. And then when you add God to there, it's just awesome because God influences your words and you can just really change the way life is going. The other thing we have is independent will, the power to take action. We can take action no matter where we're at. We can take action. No matter how bad it is, we lose a loved one, and it hurts us. We can still take that action to, am I going to just stay with her, or am I going to be that person that the one I lost wanted me to be? So we got that. 2 Corinthians 13:7 says, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And God will never take that away from us. No, we're not here because God forced us. He gave us that free will. He said, look, this is what I got. This is the gifts I have. But you have that choice to take it or not. And the reason for that is because that true love, there has to be liberty. There has to be freedom. I mean, imagine those that are married and, you know, you say, I want her as my wife, and she has to say yes. I can't see that being love. You know, the excitement about love is that person has the opportunity to say no. That person made a choice. It's scary. I mean, we wish it was like that. Hey, you, wife, now. You know.
Oh my.
But it wasn't, you know, that feeling would not be there. Because it's an excitement that, wow, you know what, that person any day could just walk away from me, could just leave me. But that person chooses to stay with me. So, and I believe that's why God, because God wanted true love. He didn't want a robot. He didn't want a slave. He wanted a person that would love him. Mm-hmm. So, being proactive is the first thing. The second thing is begin with the end in mind. Here's where we tend to forget that, you know, at one point we're all going to die. It's sad to say, but we're all going to die. We're not going to live forever, at least not in this world. And we always wonder, you know, imagine yourself in the funeral. What are they saying about you? What are they saying? You know, and a lot of times you say, oh, he was a good husband, he was a hard worker, a good father. And start thinking about that. Well, am I doing that? What I'm doing today, will that give evidence of what they're going to say to me on my funeral? Because, you know, on a tombstone, it has our names, it has our date we were born, and our date that we die. All that's left is that little mark between the two. That's life right there, that little dash. You know, born 1972, die, I'm not gonna put a date on my death, that's scary. Such date, there's that little dash, and that's what life is about. You know, and honestly, that's how small life is. It goes quick. But we have to put that end in mind. What do you want to be remembered as? And then when you find that out, we'll start doing it. Putting that on my, a good thing to do, and it's something that my family has done, and I did it because I went through a presentation, is have a family goal. Have a mission statement. Something that you can always see. You know, just like the pilot, his destination was Los Angeles. So he knew every time he went wrong, he knew, okay, what I have to do is get back on track on Los Angeles. We have to have a mission statement. Why are we a family? You know, really get into it. You know, you can go with the Bible saying, you know, love God, love others. That could be your mission statement. You know, what is your mission statement so you can go with it? So you're able to continue going there. If we don't put a mission statement, you know, I talked about playing soccer without goals. You wouldn't know who would win, and you wouldn't know who would lose. And that's the same with life. If we don't have goals, how are we knowing that we're winning? How do we know if we're losing? If we don't have those goals. So a very important thing is to have that mission statement. Proverbs 19:21, it says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Now have a plan. And of course, if God changes it, hey, that's cool. Because his plan's going to be way better than mine. You know, I'm the one that made that plan. I'm not perfect. God is. But have a plan. Go somewhere with it. Once again, I love these circles. So there's many things in our lives that happen. You know, what are some things in our life? Well, first of all, when we're talking about family, right? Family's something in our life, right? What's another thing that's in our life? What do we do? School? Yeah. Marriage, yep. Job. Church. Friends are always. Enemies, yeah. I have to say there are. We try not to say, oh, I guess society would be one. Now these are all important things, but we have to find out what is the main important thing. And the reason is sometimes as teenagers, we like to put friends right here. And when things are going great, yeah, it works. Friends are great, it's awesome. But when things go bad, if we break this breaks everything. So we can't have friends there. And we see it happen with teenagers especially. You know, it seems like from 6 to 12, or from born to 12, it's dad and mom are the number one person in their lives. They hit that 13 teenager, it becomes friends. Friends are the most important, most influential person in their life. And that's where we see that depression hit, is they're putting friends in that center. It's the most important thing in their life. And when that corrupt damages, it doesn't just damage that circle, it affects everything. So we can't put friends, even family. Family is important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying family is not important. But when we put that in the center of everything, there's still a possibility. Divorce happens. And if you want to think that when a divorce happens, it just damages the family, no. It affects the school, the marriage, your jobs, church. It starts hitting everything. Your friends. So we can't have family there. Church. Church is very, very important. We need to go to it. But one thing that we have to do, we have to be able to separate church and our relationship with God. Don't put them together. Church helps our relationship with God. But because church gets damaged, because guess what? People run the church and people are not perfect, so things can happen. What happens when church breaks up, we think our relationship is broken because we put them together. We said our relationship with God is our church. We've got to be able to separate that. Church just helps us with our relationship with God. So the best thing to do is to put God there. God is our center. Because we do. What happens is we have a problem with the family. This just breaks. Everything holds on together because God's our center, our core. So when something goes wrong in school, if bad things happening, it just stops right there. We put boundaries. It won't affect the marriage and family because we got God right there. We run to it. So it's so important when we think with the end in mind. Any questions? So we be proactive, begin with the end in mind. And just remember at the funeral, what are they going to say about you? And remember and start living that person that you want to be at the end of your life. The next thing is you put first things first. Matthew 6:33, it says, "But seek first this kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." So there's so many things in life, but if we focus on God and we really concentrate on God, the other things will come. One of the worst feelings in the world is when you realize that the first things in your life, including God and your family, are getting pushed into second or third place, or even further down the list. So we think about work, we got to support our family, we have to support, so we do this overtime, we do overtime and overtime. And you think, man, I'm doing the right thing, but what's happening, your first thing first is your family. And we lose things because we're adding others. It's important to work, by all means. I don't want you guys not to work. But we have to be able to balance, and we have to be able to make the list of what is important to us. Yes. And then follow that list. I think the way sometimes we live life is we think that we have 48 hours or one day to have fun and one day not to have, or do whatever we want and not our responsibility. So as we were talking, we talked about the important things, and those are the big rocks. We have family, we have God, religion, friends, marriage, job. And what we try to do, and all these little rocks are the things that we just, the video games, playing, movies, internet, all those small things that don't really matter. And it seems what we try to do is we try to put all that time and then focus on family, and then try to, get a church in there. And what happens, we keep putting it, the rocks are going to overflow. But if we put first things first, if we put these in, and then we put little rocks to fill in the time, we're able to make it. if we focus on the big things, the first things first, and then put those little things, because we do want to have fun and stuff, that's important. But don't try to put these big rocks into your fun little times, or, those little things that are not necessary. Because we only have 24 hours in every day. And some people say, man, if I had 25 hours, I could go. No. All that is that's going to be another hour of sleep. I see it with when tithing happens. I don't tithe that much because, man, if I had $1,000, I would really, if I got, or $1 million, I would tithe so much more. No, it's the same. If you have $1 and you're only giving a penny or nothing, when you have $1,000, you're going to do the same thing.
That's right.
It's not the amount of money, just like it's not the amount of time. We say, man, I wish I had one more hour. We'll try taking away, stop watching television, internet, sleep. I know sleep's important, but we have to be able to prioritize. If we're living a godly life, then we should be waking up, man, I'm ready for another day, because God gave me another day. We should be excited about it. And it's important we do that, and we don't waste a lot of this precious time just doing things that are not necessary. Focus on the important thing. We say family is important, then make your life look like that.
Yes.
Put that family time there. You say church is important, then do that. Put church first. And then, if there's little things that we can get, by all means, do it. A sad part is, when we become busy persons, one of the first things that go is our health, is our exercising, our eating right. That's one of the things that go. I caught that when I started getting busy. I started,